So things are going good in the gym. You're going up in weight, and you may have even outgrown some of the heavier kettlebells for your deadlift. Well, the next step is to take it to a hex bar, and that's where today's video is picking up. Hi, and welcome to E3 Strength. My name is Earl, and today we're going to be going over a hex bar bent leg deadlift. This is an easy exercise, and if you've been following along with us working on your kettlebell deadlift, it should be fairly easy. So the only thing we're going to need to really cover is what you may be doing wrong, or the hex bar may cause you to do wrong when you switch or upgrade in weight. So behind me we've got a hex bar. It's a big bar that goes around you instead of in front of you, which is better for your back. The downside, because it doesn't go underneath you, you still have a chance for taking the line of tension from the weight and directing it through your midsection, not through your pelvis. That means you're gonna be lifting with your lower back, and we don't want that for you. So the first thing we wanna do is work on a hip drive. So your heels need to be planted firmly in the ground, and you're driving your hips back and down. So you already know that one. You've done it with a kettlebell. The downside is, after this initial lift, if you've done it right, you're gonna wanna naturally start squatting. So here's what we're gonna traditionally see is a great first lift, and then all of a sudden, you're back to reading the logo on the front of your shirt. Now, if you're doing it right, we know that you can see the logo, but you can't read it. That's what we're going for. So you really gotta work on driving your hips back. But because you're not pushing anything toward your heels, it's gonna be a little more difficult. The big thing that I always recommend to clients is you're gonna aim the tops of your knuckles down toward your heels. You can feel your heels because you're driving them firmly into the ground. This is a great trick to try. Now, if that doesn't work for you, here's another cool tool that you can do. We're gonna take a medicine ball and a plyo box, and we're gonna set up a little target. So we've got our target set up behind me. Now, this may seem a little overkill, but if you don't have the luxury of working with a personal trainer, this is a great little cheat. For our personal training clients, we always hold something up and ask them to drive their hips back until they can hit whatever it is that we're holding. In this case, our box is our personal trainer and our medicine ball is our target. So when I do my initial lift, my butt will be touching this ball. And then from here, every single time I go down to prevent myself from accidentally turning this back into a squat, I'm gonna push until I touch. And that's my goal every single time. That way, I'm always driving my hips back and down. Now, a couple other quick fixes that you may run into is how to set up with a hex bar. As you start going heavier, if you don't have your hands exactly even on the grip, that little bit of torque is gonna make the weight feel 10 to 15 pounds heavier per side. Also, when you're lining up, imagine the bar where the weight's actually attached still runs through the middle, and you wanna have your shins directly behind that. If you're doing all these things right, this should set you up in the perfect position to lift up this weight. And the last fix that we have for you is when you're going to disassemble and break down your weights, which you don't have to do with a kettlebell, be sure to use good form, because you can easily, oh, yep, that's what I was thinking about. Yep. So remember, your back, when it goes out, is typically not when lifting things heavy, it's usually doing something silly, like chaining out weights. So be sure, you know what, don't do what I did. Let's stop it there. Subscribe, there's buttons, more videos, you should look at them. Oh, I'm gonna need some Advil. Oh, wait, oh, okay.